turns. He's right on 50 on the boundary.
Hello and welcome to this edition of From the Fox Footy Vault, where we take a trip down memory lane and relive football's golden ages from the 1950s through to the 1980s. This time around, we're going to head back to round 3, 1982, and the ABC's episode of The Winners. It was a staple part of the footy fans' diet and wrapped up all the weekend's VFL action from right round Melbourne. In this edition, hosted of course by Drew Morfitt, we'll take a look back at 3 games from the first weekend of the Easter split round in 1982. First, we head to a packed Victoria Park as Collingwood host Carlton in a fiery rematch of the 1981 grand final. We then head to Moorabbin as the Saints, cheered on by their own unique group of cheerleaders, host South Melbourne. Not quite the Bluebirds, huh? And finally, we head to the Junction Oval as the Lions celebrate Jerry McCarthy's 150th game with a big clash against North Melbourne. So sit back, relax and enjoy a fantastic hour of highlights from the winners of round 3, 1982. Here's Drew Morfitt.
Well, if Collingwood had played Carlton at the MCG, there would have been something like 80,000 there to see the annually awaited clash. As it was, 36,000 had Victoria Park bulging at the seams. Strange that a match of the day should be between teams 8th and 9th on the ladder, but both had started the season in ordinary fashion. Collingwood, thrashed by Geelong and narrow winners over Footscray, and Carlton, perhaps with a premiership hangover, with only a draw and a loss. Well, Collingwood got the jump and led by 15 points at quarter time. We join 8 minutes into the second quarter, and with me is Doug Hayward.
But Collingwood superior 5-7 to 2-2 up to the 9-minute mark, second quarter. Malin in the centre now. Over to Ashman. Long kick, one-on-one, Bosustow at the back. Has a chance to run onto it with McConville. Raffle, McConville goals.
Oh, gee, they nearly mucked the raffle, I thought. Oh, I'm not sure that either was too sure who should take it. Come the big fellas once again, the clash of the tall timber. Jones won it to Marcoux. Marcoux tackled immediately as always. Up they go, Bosustow over the top of Stewart, picked up by Picking out wide and diving to it, Taylor. Must have just held it before it touched the ground. Miles it was. Out wide to Banks, fine mark. Banks very wide on the half-forward flank. The breeze will be assisting him from there, almost right over his shoulder. It's only a very light one, but it'll help. And from 60-odd metres out, he can make the distance if he really connects with this one. To the 10-metre square. Perovic the leader, Jones with him, well-played English, a good player. Lightning hand pass to Malin. Malin at centre half-back, drives it downfield, Fitzpatrick. Let go.
Right in the centre circle, the Carlton skipper. Around onto his left boot to centre half forward. Past Ashman it went. Off Glasgow. Picked up by McCormick. Banks. Collingwood are finding a few spaces. Fitzpatrick hangs on though. Here's a space. Taylor all on his own at right half forward. Long kick to the goal square. Teasdale and Perovic. Jones in front. Dacos, dangerous.
It is dangerous as Hunter tackles him immediately and frustrates it. But it is danger when number 35 gets near the ball. He's the most brilliant forward at Collingwood. Teasdale takes over the rucking against Jones and wins it too, but it goes straight to Perovic. Perovic very cleverly left foots it out wide where Marcasani and Barham beat him pointless. I thought he might have held it just long enough, so did Rick, but the umpire says no, out of bounds.
No, he paid it.
Paid it. Paid it.
Beautiful kick by Rick Barham. 15 metres from goal. Teasdale again! 3 excellent marks by Graham Teasdale.
Paying a cash dividend today.
Certainly is. Teasdale missed a relatively easy shot earlier and then only just scraped another one in from point-blank range, and that's not a good-looking kick again, but still, it just sneaks in.
Fitzpatrick's at centre half forward and Jones is taking all the ruck work. Out wide it goes. Williams in the thick of things as always. So's Ashman, of course. Nicely intercepted and Allen gets them downfield once again. Here they go and Davis in front. Almost outmarked Doolan. Hunter gallantly stops Dacos. Dool is caught. He's swamped by Collingwood players. He will not give up his tackle when not in possession. Eventually it's out to Perovic, and Perovic kicks it out of danger.
Short of the centre. Knocked away from Buckley. Comes to Atkin. It's been pretty quiet. Hooks the kick. Teasdale just over the line. That will be out of bounds on the full. And Doull, who had palpitations a couple of moments ago, will take the free.
In Collingwood's quarter with a vengeance. You've got to kick over the mark, Bruce, from out of bounds. You're not allowed to do that. Oh, it's an awkward-looking kick, a bad kick. Atkin should have held that. Barham, trouble. Williams, great player. Atkin again, tackled by Ashman. Brilliant football to Allen, and Allen left foots it through. Oh, they're looking $1 million for Collingwood.
Almost 5 goals in front, 49-20 Collingwood.
Clon.
Good tackle by Allen, but he gets the hand pass away. Bad bounce for Glasgow. Tapped out of the air by Taylor. Finds Barham onto Moore, who struggles. A lucky soccer off the ground by Malin to Marcoux. A centering kick for Fitzpatrick. And over the top of Graham.
Super mark. And quickly out to Barham, who's been given a lot of latitude by Glasgow at this stage. Barham, who's kicked the ball enormous distances, does it once again. Up goes Hunter, and it's punched brilliantly by Davis. Des English, a great back pocket, gets it across to Bortolotto. Bortolotto in trouble, out to Perovic. Perovic well played. Look out, Big Val, you better kick it. He does it, and does it brilliantly. Boots it down. Fitzpatrick behind, punches when he should have marked. Byrne is tackled, gets it to Moore. Moore came in strongly, kicked away from Malin. Diving on it is Glasgow, and takes a free kick on the head, says umpire Bryant.
Barham, I reckon, has had 3. He's had Malin, Marquezani, and now Glasgow. Kick by Glasgow. McConville outnumbered. Punched away by McCormack. Goes to McConville, who centres the ball. Stewart's there. Gee whiz, Bazasto's outnumbered 3-1. Needless to say, Collingwood come out with it. Stewart's hand pass. Under pressure, McCormack, but he gets the boot to the ball. Fitzpatrick at chest mark and centre half forward. Bang, back to the goal square. Good kick. Goal.
As he was flattened too.
Oh, shocking bounce by umpire Tony Bryant. It's finished up 30 metres from where he bounced it. Sheldon. Lucky one for Fitzpatrick. Tap on for Bazasto. He crashes into an opponent. Hunter, in the unusual role of a forward, takes a high tackle and will get a free kick right in front, 25 metres from goal.
And Dreyer's really feeling a heavy bump too, a few yards in front of Hunter.
Hunter may still well be feeling his bump from earlier in the game, but he steers through his first goal and Carlton's third for this term.
58 points to 69. Another very bad bounce, but they found a free kick to Carlton, to Collingwood, as somebody from Carlton's gone over the square, and Peter Moore's to take it in the centre of the ground. And where the umpires have bounced the ball very badly.
Kick by Moore to centre half forward. Doull at the back, fumbles. And Banks contesting with him on the ground, forces a ball up.
Huge pack of players waiting for this bounce on Collingwood's half-forward line. McConville thumps it down. Here comes Bortolotto for one of his chances. It favours him, but he loses it. Picked up by Dreyer, recovered from that heavy bump. Kick off the ground is missed by Marquezani. Wild football out there. On top of it, Bortolotto, eventually to Marcoux. Kick is smothered, which would have been going straight to Sheldon. The chance again to give it to Sheldon right on the boundary line. Carlton's leading kick getter at centre wing position.
Well played by Marcoux to recover. 14th kick to Ken Sheldon. Near centre half forward. Hunter! Oh, came from nowhere. Ken Hunter. And outmarked the pack of about 5 players. Ken Hunter moved to full forward after being injured in the first half and may give them a lift up forward. A good 50 to 55 metres from goal. It's going to get there. No, not quite. Picken drops it. Still a chance for Carlton. Comes back to Picken. Oh, not far out of defence. Marcoux right in front. Oh, Billy Picken.
Oh, I agree, Drew. One of those famous Picken short kicks. played a magnificent second term as Bill Picken. And unluckily for him, really a blot on his escutcheon there, as Marcoux will kick this goal. My word, he does. And that scoreboard is getting close. Umpire Dye, Jones and Moore. All well done, Moore, as he intercepted that brilliantly. Bortolotto goes out. Wayne Johnson's made quite a difference in the centre of the ground with his direct play. He's a beautiful left foot kick down the direction of Scott Howell. He hits it over the back and Byrne comes through, mishandles it badly. Picken's there to help them out. His kick is a very short one, goes out towards Taylor. Taylor picks up, he's tackled by Marcoux, back to Byrne, tackled again. Byrne held it a long time. Dreyer's with the ball, out towards Moore. He'll be gathered in this time, and Collingwood have fooled themselves around and lost it. It'll be bounced.
Full marks to Alex Marcoux for 2 top tackles. Howell towards the boundary line. Barham got his body in well. Malin keeps it in just. Well played. Picken should mark.
Picken doesn't miss much. He's going to hand pass, changed his mind, and right and wisely so. That's a better kick of Williams. Mark Williams will go for the leap. It's punched by Klomp. Wow, Jones. Oh, boy, it's Tiggy Touchwood. That was not a free kick, and Jones is with the ball and loses it, and he's held too long again. And then he plays it the other way. No, he's played a push. And I think that one was correct, but the first one wasn't. Jones to take a free kick. He's certainly not showing any skills, the big fellow. Down it goes, and up comes Howell. Good mark. A very good one. In a flash to Glasgow. Glasgow downfield, and it's Hunter McCormack. Fitzpatrick comes in to assist too. Here comes Bazzusto. Breaks into the open and thumps it across and hooks it back, and it's through.
Carlton in front. Carlton thrashed in the first half. They trailed by 4 goals at half-time, but they've hit the front unbelievably by the 14-minute mark in the third quarter. Allen, great player for Collingwood. Look at that hand pass. Byrne had to wait for it, though. Tackled by Malin. Comes to Lovell. Tackle, didn't get rid of it. Picken under pressure. Knocked forward by Howell. Stewart for Collingwood. Eventually a kick. And out towards the wing. Miles.
Kicks it long down towards that full forward zone. Perovic underneath it with Dacos. It's claimed by Banks, but never on. Klomp hits it out wide and picked up brilliantly by Davis. And there's Collingwood players with Barham. A big leap, but can't hold it. Here comes Marcoux. And brilliantly across to Johnston, who's made a big difference. Johnson out to Scott Howell. Howell's leading Picken in the run for the ball. Gathers it in, loses it, hits it along in front of him, goes again. Over he goes. In comes Johnston, and he buffets into Picken. Bazzusto's got the chance. He's tackled by Allen, and will take a free kick. Will take a free kick and plays on with his left foot straight to Fitzpatrick. Oh, lucky Bazzusto. Lucky Carlton. Malin shoots for goal from a hand pass, and he has rammed it. Beautiful football, Carlton. They had some fortune. Awkward bad bounce again. Johnston.
Scott Howell doing well. Trapped it nicely. Hunter in front. Just tucked away from him by Stewart. From the back pocket. Over half back to centre wing. And the mark to Lovett. He's looked a pretty likely unit.
Marcassani on the mark as Lovett comes in centre wing position. Downfield. Big Jones hasn't taken a mark yet. Here comes Buckley, who's contested very strongly and fiercely. And the ball will be bounced by umpire Bryant.
Dennis Banks holding a wrist. It looks as though it had been taped even before the game. Fitzpatrick, beautiful tap. Buckley up towards centre half forward. And a chest mark to Byrne. Under a lot of pressure. Now they come out of defence through Dreyer. Teasdale on centre wing. Collingwood need to steady. Carlton have killed them in this quarter to date, really reversing the trend of the match. Off hands to Banks. Snap for goal. More in the goal square, but off the hands of Perovic for a behind. It hasn't been given yet. The umpire has seen something. Could be a relayed free yet.
It's against Wow Jones. Yep.
Free kick to Collingwood from point-blank range. Allen or Dacos. It's to be Graham Allen. Carlton unbelievably lead by 7 points, having been thrashed in the first half. Allen reduces the margin to 1 point at the 18.5-minute mark, third quarter.
Teasdale's on the ball, and he's coming in from a good 25 metres away to contest it with Jones. Out towards Buckley. Buckley downfield straight to Stewart, who's been pretty solid there in defence. Stewart at centre half-back.
Spiral kick over centre wing. Banks at the back. Oh, tackled when he didn't have it by Plonk, who gives away another free. Free kick to Dennis Banks.
Yes, good decision. Plonk has looked very much a one-way player. Banks has looked quite talented. 12th kick. Oh, great mark, Atkin. Great mark, Atkin. Drawled up the back of Bortolotto. Atkin at 6'5". He can really jump. Out wide it goes, and Bruce still misses one. Not played well. And a Collingwood player runs into a barrage of blue Guernseys. And the Collingwood stand vocally indicate their disapproval of umpire Dye, who's going to bounce it with Collingwood in attack.
Moore wins towards the goal square. Buckley, well done out of defence. English. Up to half-back with his kick. Sheldon. Oh, great gather, Ken Sheldon. And then finding a teammate, McConville, who runs into trouble. Jones had to get rid of it almost before he got it. Sheldon remarkably again. Bortolotto.
Out to Marcoux. Marcoux cleverly across to the danger man, Bazusto. A driving kick towards Hunter, and McCormick comes in as Hunter goes down. In comes Howell. Hunter's going to chase after with it, and battling is Stewart. Looks for a free kick. Byrne misses it badly. Fitzpatrick, trouble, gets his foot to the ball and drives for goal. And that was magnificent, Captain Fitzpatrick. There's Byrne looking so disconsolate as he...
Carlton have kicked 7 goals to 2 in this third quarter. Teasdale out of the centre. Johnston, free kick, pushing the back by Williams, who wanted to go on with it. 15 metres against Mark Williams. And Wayne Johnston coming up with his 14th kick, and he's had a lot of those in this quarter. 6 in the third quarter in the opening 20 minutes.
He's been the spark that set them alight. Downfield, McConville. Fitzpatrick's been the other one who's done well. Always dragged down by Dacos on the ball. In is McConville again. Shoots it back. It's high down. It's going to go through. They cannot miss. A magnificent third turn by Carlton. And Wayne Johnston in the centre of the ground has been really the man that set them off.
Carlton actually kicked 9 goals to 2 in that third quarter. They converted a 24-point deficit at half-time into a 21-point lead at three-quarter time and ran out winners by 34 points. Hunter moved into attack, kicked 3 goals, as did Fitzpatrick, McConville and Bazusto. Marcoux kicked 2, and for Collingwood, for the losers, Dacos got 4 goals. Allen and Teasdale each kicked 3. Well, just another example of a game played in 2 halves. Collingwood, winner of the first, Carlton, winner of the second, but Carlton repeating last year's grand final result. In their 2 grand finals in 1979 and 1981, Carlton had come from behind to win, and they did it again. I put it to Collingwood's long-suffering coach, Tom Hafey, that maybe that's a trend in Carlton's favour.
I had never thought of that. We've had a pretty good record against Carlton in recent years, outside the grand finals. But, you know, we've probably played nearly our best football against Carlton. This corresponding match last year, we played very well to beat them by about 10 goals up at Princes Park. Today, we just changed our game completely after half-time.
Deliberately?
Oh, no. They just wanted the ball more, and they just gave us a lesson in backing each other up.
Well, why is it that players like Barham and Allen, who do so well in the first half, hardly started in the second?
Well, I guess it's their opponents put a little bit more effort into their game, and I think this is what happened with Carlton. They just lifted themselves, and they probably got a bit of a tongue lashing at half-time because they were down and weren't playing well. And they've come out and they played like men possessed. They just, you know, came down in 3s and 4s, won the ball out the centre, and, you know, as a result, they just bombarded their goals.
Well, if you can predict that the losing coach at half-time can give his team a tongue-lashing, what do you do to a winning team at half-time?
Well, we were also a bit disappointed with some of the opportunities that we'd frittered away. You know, I think that, as you said, we could have been further in front, you know, and I can recall them kicking goals just through lapses in concentration. That was before half-time, you know, and we're probably talking about these things and, you know, also realising that the game was only halfway over. We had to really put in. But unfortunately, the other side just, you know, really ripped into us after half-time.
Would you concede that it's pace again that's letting you down? The Johnstons and the McConvilles and so on took over in the second half?
Oh, but it had nothing to do with pace. You know, I think that the very fact that we led them to the ball in the first half and showed how we can play was an indication that we have got quick run-in players. But it just comes down to the side that's got the ball is the one that's fastest. It had nothing to do with them outpacing us. They just wanted the ball, and they were at the bottom of every pack.
I wonder about the often commented about use of your two Brownlow medalists with Moore and Teasdale. Were you happy with the share of the game they got?
Oh yes, I thought they were great. In fact, probably they'd have to be, you know, two of our better players for the day. You know, no blame could be levelled at them. I think the very fact that we got goals not only through Graham kicking the goals, but also creating opportunities from being in the, say, goal square. But you know, they had equal opportunity on the ball, and I thought they both played reasonably well on the ball.
In the first half, it looked like you had a rover, a really good rover, with Graham Allen. He did well. But in the overall, after the result is known, it looks as though your roving is a problem again. Would you agree with that?
Well, if Graham can do it for a half, and he's actually been a pretty good player for us so far this year. The other little fella playing his first game on the ball, Wally Lovett, well, I suppose he might have been a bit strange, and coming in against a top club like Carlton would have made it a little bit more difficult, you know, particularly with the, you know, great rovers that they've got. But, oh no, I suppose that we're in need of real class rovers, somebody who could, you know, say from really dominate a game. We haven't got that so far, you know, from our roving.
You could just tell that Tommy was really feeling the pressure there this afternoon. Well, St Kilda had started the season with 2 defeats, but in both games they'd led at half-time and had faded badly after the long break. Still, in patches, they'd shown plenty with their inexperienced team after their long pre-season, which started in October. At Moorabbin, they faced South Melbourne, playing another game in the southern capital before venturing back to Sydney next week. South needed a win badly after starting the season with a win in Sydney, but failing last week against North. We join it 8 minutes into the second quarter, and the commentators Clark Hansen and Jeff Leake.
South Melbourne under a lot of pressure in the first 12 minutes or so of the second term. They led by 25 points at quarter time. The deficit now 12 points in the quarter, only 8 or 9 minutes old. Well, Gorozides gets around the slower Carter, gets around Carroll, has a shot for goal, and it's only a behind. So the difference now 11 points. Con Gorozides, only a little fellow, but a guy with plenty of heart.
I can understand why he'd want to swerve around and try and kick the goal himself. There, things aren't that desperate for the Saints. After all, they've got 6'5" Cowie standing in front of goal. Didn't like that player, Gorozides. Scramble on at centre half forward for St Kilda, but South Melbourne taking the kick. Scott kicks it out towards Evans. He's been quiet so far, but he loves a run, and there he goes. Like a store gift man at this stage. The handball. Oops, he's put Smith in trouble. Bit of defence here looks pretty good from O'Donnell. Simon O'Donnell coming downfield. Chips one over the top there. Oh, crikey. Peckham dropped a bad one there. Let South Melbourne right back in through Scott. That's a better pass, but it's not really. Right in the arms there of Thomas. Thomas at centre half back. Drives the ball out to the half-forward flank for St Kilda. Waiting for the crumbs. Slattery again in another forward move. Good play, Slattery. And he's goal.
Difference now only 4 points in favour of South Melbourne. The bounce favours Saru. Comes down to Odgers. The Saints away. The race is on. Cunningham's there. Reece Jones, who's been very quiet. Cunningham's had the better of him. And that's how he does it now. The hand pass to Odgers. Hand pass further afield. Not a good one. Comes down to Evans. Now it's South Melbourne into attack. Through Fashini. Fashini has the bounce, steers the ball up onto the half-forward line. Ball punched away from Wayne Carroll. Chance for Scott. He's dispossessed. It's pretty desperate football at the moment. Allender now the chance. Spins around the big fellow. Kicks not a very good one. Comes down towards Thomas. No one within cooey of Thomas. Thomas, though, the long clearing kick. Duperuzal there. Under pressure from Ackley. Comes down to Cunningham. South Melbourne aren't there. The hand pass across to Linky. He can give it across to Milden Hall. Milden Hall across to Saru. Saru from centre half forward. The kick for goal. What's he done? He's put it through. Well, what a great 12 or 13 minutes of football we've seen here at Moorabbin. The Saints now in front by 2 points after trailing by 24 at quarter time, and they're away again. But Carter's there for South Melbourne, loses the run of the ball. Packham throwing in, but it's Browning, one of South Melbourne's best. The hand pass to Dennis Carroll. He clears. Thomas is there, fisted away from him by Allender. Chance now for Shane Morwood. He was too slow. Smith picks up cleverly. Chance now for Wright. He's under pressure from Dernan. Cox, desperation, tucks the football under his arm, goes for a run. Oh, gets around an opponent. This is a great effort. The long kick, well played, Doug Cox up into the half-forward line. Chance now for Duperuzal. He twists and turns, goes one way, then the others. A chance now for Packham. Can he get to the football? He's brought down by Cruz. The ball's still running free as it comes down to Milden Hall. Comes back there to Favia, to Packham. Packham off the left boot, has a shot for goal, and it's through!
Well, St Kilda are really showing South Melbourne what football is all about.
Cox to the outer side of the ground. Saru the target. Barry Round taps it down. Comes back to Evans, who goes one way then the other. Kicks into the pocket once again. Oh, Cox up high. Too early. Fisted away by Packham. Comes down to Scott, and Scott's put it through. Oh, that's Fashini. Sorry, Fashini.
Very close game. St Kilda's home game. Ground Moorabbin, only 5 points in it. South Melbourne are fighting back. They're 5 points down. And no one really is going to attack it. Just scramble in the centre of the field. Vincent comes out to right. South Melbourne small men were easily beaten for the first half of the game. Cunningham's been a match winner on the wing for St Kilda. He's in possession again. Always on the go, always moving the ball. He defends and he attacks, which is the mark of a good wingman. Bit of a tough customer and been a good St Kilda player for a number of years now. It's a ball up on the almost in the centre. Saru's dominated those centre bounces. Great touch at the moment. Oops, there it comes. Scott. Scott's long kick. Oh, it's a beautiful kick. It's a goal from South Melbourne, Scott.
South Melbourne back in front by a point at the 9-minute mark of the third term. Barry Round starting to assert his authority. Browning in all sorts of trouble. Comes down to that man Scott again. Kicks along the ground looking for Allender. Reece Jones in the way. This will allow Thomas to come through. Using strength, the hand pass to Duperuzal. Back to Thomas. Runs diagonally across the ground. He's got to beat Hounsell. Hounsell couldn't quite get to him. Thomas kicks to the outer side wing. Ackley leading Packham. Oh, good tackle by Packham on Ackley, but the ball's out of bounds on the outer side wing. What a wonderful game it's been. South Melbourne a point in front. The throw-in. It'll be Round and Saru. Saru gets the tap down. Oh, cleverly it comes down to Favia. Mildenhall loses the run of the ball. Round was in there, claimed. Cruz now tries to break clear. Gets the hand pass away to Hounsell. Hounsell clean pickup, but he's under pressure once again. Mildenhall coming to him. Hounsell kicks back towards the centre, being marked by Fashini. Fashini the hand pass across to Browning over his head. But a chance now for Dennis Carroll. Steers the ball towards Wayne Carroll, but backing up brilliantly is Cox in defence. Steers the ball around, looking for Elphingston. Beautiful play. Elphingston across to Slattery, one of St Kilda's better players, to Cunningham. St Kilda on the move again, steers the ball in short. We'll find Keel. Keel's long kick looking for Cowie. The ball running free. Packham tries to kick off the ground. Cowie does. It's a goal to Cowie and St Kilda.
Back in front. It's been a seesaw game. They came from 25 points down at the start of the second quarter, and they now lead by 5 points. Round taking over from those centre bounces. Allender's doing better at centre half forward. Fashini, one of the forgotten small men. He can kick it from here. He sprays that right across the face of the goal, and that's one behind. Kicked by Fashini.
Number 7 for St Kilda, Doug Cox, recruited from South Australia last year. Been a great defender. Clears the pack. Chance now for Hounsell. Pounces on the ball. He's got to get around to Keel. Hand pass comes back to Scott. Scott from half-forward flank. He loves to have a shot for goal, and look at that for a goal. He's put it right through the middle. And Scott has now kicked 2 goals in this quarter. throw in, left half-forward flank for the Saints.
Good knock by Barry Round to the new player in Hounsell, or just keeps the play inside. No, he didn't. The umpire said he was cheating, he was out. Bad luck, Colin Hounsell. And a little bit of get up and go to the South Melbourne Roving division. Round again. This time it was Cowie who takes it. Swans into attack through Greg Smith. Allender kept his eyes on the ball as he knocked it away. Elphingston over the top. Durnan. Armstrong. Down to a lead in the flank. Good play. Mildenhall took his eyes off it and lost it, but he's got plenty of space to make up for his mistake. The long kick to full forward to Saru. Knocked away from Saru. Small players needed. It's right now, takes it away, boots the ball back towards the centre wing to Hounsell. Hounsell's marked. Gets the call quickly from Brett Scott. He's been starring in this match so far. The long kick to full forward. Rhys Jones drops back. Well, Wayne Carroll's marked it. Is it allowed? It is. Good mark in the circumstances. Really been surrounded by some aggressive St Kilda defenders. Going back now with a very important kick, with South Melbourne starting to take over from St Kilda in this vital third quarter. "30 metres out. Oh, funny sort of a kick. Not much power in it, but it's good enough. It's a goal. A goal kick by Carroll.
This is the biggest lead so far of the match that either side's got. There's the bounce. O'Donnell, centre half back for St Kilda. Cruises there, could have marked that on the chest, punches the ball away. Barry Round in the way, using strength, playing a better game now. Gets it wide to Allender. He can give it across to Scott, but elects to kick. Oh, look at the kick, looking for Carroll in front of Cox. Off the hands of the pack, Durnan's beset upon. Chance there for Rhys Jones. The hand pass comes out to Browning, who snaps through from behind. St Kilda defence a little inexperienced, inclined to get a little rattled and let South in. Well, that was only a behind, so South Melbourne now by 11 points. Cox, the kick to the outer side. Cowie's there, fisted away from him by Hounsell. Hounsell playing volleyball. Durnan comes out to meet the football, tries to shrug off the tackle to Cowie again. Cowie gets the hand pass wide to Armstrong. Armstrong, will he get away from Hounsell? He does. Cleverly done. Oh, it's all St Kilda at the moment to Odgers, to Keel. Oh, a great smother there by Carroll. That's Des. Comes down to Smith. Beautiful pass to Wayne Carroll. Wayne Carroll leading out well in front of Doug Cox. He's got a chance to kick his third goal. He just kicked a goal about 2 or 3 minutes ago. Wayne Carroll from the true centre half forward position. The ball on the way. And he's put it through. That's his third.
Well, St Kilda had clawed their way to a lead at half-time for the third week in a row. They led by 6 points at half-time, but then South Melbourne, kicking 8 goals to 4 in the third quarter, opened up a lead of 20 points at three-quarter time and ran out winners by 26 points. For South, 3 goals apiece to Wayne Carroll, Fashini and Stephen Wright, 2 apiece to Danaher, Dennis Carroll, Browning and Tony Morwood, and for St Kilda, Packham and O'Donnell each kicked 3 goals, 2 apiece to Linky, Duperuzal and Bennett. Fitzroy and North Melbourne was not far behind Collingwood Carlton as match of the day. Fitzroy, finalists last year, started the season with a loss and a draw, and North Melbourne, inspired by the Cracker brothers, had promised a return to past glory. North had played in a night game during the week, and Fitzroy had had a week's rest after their game against Richmond had been moved forward to open the season. So Fitzroy were considered to be fresher going into the match. North led by a goal at half-time, and we joined 6 minutes into the third quarter with commentators Tim Lane and Ray Walker.
Dempsey against McCarthy. McCarthy wins out this time, only to allow Dench to pick up for North Melbourne, out in the direction of Conlon and Schimmelbusch. Conlon breaks clear with pace and goes goalward for Fitzroy. where the strong mark has been taken by Coleman, and what a magnificent mark that was. Great effort by young Coleman. He's had his work cut out today against Dench. In fact, hasn't managed to kick a goal to this point in time. He's managed 2 behinds. But that was a great mark by him. He's not the most reliable of kicks. We'll wait on this one. And it looks pretty good. In fact, he's put it through. So Fitzroy move on to 8 goals, 8.56. Trailing North Melbourne now, who are on 9.862.
7 minutes gone in the term. Dempsey and Hansen again. McMahon, who's lifting his game. But Henshaw takes, I think, his first mark for the day. Been a fairly quiet defender. Second mark, in fact. Kicks beyond the centre. McCann front position. Taylor at the back for the Lions. No one to knock it to, but now he has Laurie. Well played. Poor kick. Was just too far for Quinlan and not far enough for Parrish. Up to half forward. Blight up there. Paddles it on beautifully to Spencer. Scrambled kick. Dugdale giving chase. Oh, whipped away beautifully by Cox. Good play by Fitzroy's defence. Lifting itself at crucial times. And a good long kick eventually finds the boundary line. That was great stuff by Darryl Cox.
The relieving kick by Cox has carried the ball under centre wing. So Fitzroy's starting to lift their game. Hansen again to do battle against Dempsey. One out by Dempsey, as he's done for most of the day. Here's Conlon. Quiet first half. Started better in the third term. To half forward. And McMahon, another quiet player in the first half, has lifted his game. So Fitzroy certainly making a game of this.
Magnificent mark by McMahon. Used his body to perfection.
And McMahon, who kicked a glorious goal just prior to half-time, will line up for his second goal. But he's gone short, in fact, and found a teammate there in Poynton. So Poynton only some 30 metres from goal. Fitzroy trail by 6 points at the 9-minute mark of this, the third term, and Poynton will line up for his second goal. He's kicked 1 goal too. Oh, that's a good-looking kick. In fact, he's put it through, Poynton. So Fitzroy have levelled the scores. 9.862 apiece at the 9.5-minute mark.
So 9.5 minutes gone and scores dead level as umpire Morrow bounces it. And Hansen holding his own. Down to Francis and the Lions. Starting to lift. Lovely handball across to Wilson. They're dangerous here. Spearing short pass to Coleman. Backed up by Poynton. Over the top, Quinlan. Open goal coming up. And the Lions are in front. Third goal to Bernie Quinlan. Great passage of play out of the centre by Fitzroy.
11-minute mark. It's Fitzroy leading by 5 points. Dempsey again. Oh, here's Conlon breaking clear with strength. Gets around Jimmy Cracker. Great play, Michael Conlon. To half forward. Poynton in front. Punch clear by Doug Smith. Down a little gotcha of Fitzroy. Hotly pursued by Henshaw. Another ball up. Well, this has been a feature of this game, the number of ball ups. It hasn't been an outstanding feature of this game. In fact, this is the 19th ball up in play. Jared McCarthy, one out by Dempsey again to Law. Quick kick by Law on the centre wing, where it's all Fitzroy, accepting for Phil Cracker. Picked up by Hansen. A good hand pass will find Wilson. Fitzroy looking dangerous again. Here's the little champ Wilson going goalward. Coleman. Great mark by Glenn Coleman.
Magnificent shepherd by Parrish to assist Wilson then, Ray. And that's the type of little thing that mightn't go down in the stats, but it really helped Wilson set up that play.
And Tim, the Fitzroy teamwork has been an outstanding feature in this third term. It's been magnificent. Coleman, who kicked the goal only 4 minutes earlier, lining up. And offline, a bad miss. Dempsey has certainly worried him in the rucking contest. Oh, good-looking kick by Hansen to centre half forward. Up high was Quinlan, but here's Wilson. Nearly got around Doug Smith. Glenn Denning will take the ball away with fine defence across to Dench. North Melbourne out of trouble on half-back flank. 2 bounces by Dench. He's on centre wing. And good kick will put North Melbourne back into attack.
Big bomb from Dench towards Blight, who can't do a thing right today. Now he does. Finds Phil Cracker. And he puts it through. That's one North needed.
Down it comes. No one in particular wins that rugging contest. It's Law picking up for North Melbourne down to half forward. Where here comes Schimmelbusch going goalward. Gets one over the head, in fact, against Chris Smith. Unfortunate for Chris Smith because he was bending down Wayne Schimmelbusch. But the free kick was there all right. And Schimmelbusch, who is a good kick, would only be some 45 metres out from goal. North Melbourne trail by 9 points after leading by 6 points at half-time. And we're at the 90-minute mark of this third term. Wayne Schimmelbusch lining up now, and it's a goal. So North Melbourne go on to 11-8, 74, trailing by only 3 points now. Fitzroy on 11-11, 77.
Three points in it, approaching the 20-minute mark of the third term. McMahon, strong stuff. Still going. Oh, good play. Coleman front position. Oh, he beat Dench well. He was held. No free kick. Now Henshaw's got it. That was bad luck for Fitzroy. Dench. Inside to Phil Cracker. Good handball. Cox the spoiler. Taylor always attacks the ball hard. O'Neill. Oh, a bit of danger here. Cox first there. Under pressure from Schimmelbusch. Finds the boundary line. So the throw in. Right forward pocket for North Melbourne.
Fitzroy lead by 3 points. The 20-minute mark of this, the third term. It's McCann against Smith. One out by McCann, getting front position. Blight is there. He can't control the ball. Away go Fitzroy. Only to find Cracker picking up. That's Jimmy Cracker having a shot for goal. And he's put it through. North Melbourne back in front.
21 minutes gone. Seesawing third quarter. Hanson winning. He's had a good quarter in the ruck. Knocked on by Tanner. Smith well tackled by McCann. Through goes Dugdale, but he too is well tackled. Now McCann. Nicely to Tanner. He could just about kick a goal. O'Neill. Shocking kick that by Tanner. O'Neill to Wilson. Chance now to give it to Conlon. He does. Conlon's got room and he's got pace. And he'll back his pace any day of the week. Up to half forward. Fitzroy hopelessly out of position then, and a strong mark to Ross Henshaw at half-back.
Goes short, finding Cracker on centre wing. That's Phil Cracker. A hand pass will come out to Abernathy. Further afield to Tanner. But here's Conlon having a great third quarter, breaking clear again for Fitzroy. To centre wing. Brightus in front, couldn't mark. Here goes Hanson, who's doing a lot better in this third term. Hanson breaks clear now. To half forward. Parrish should mark. Not paid, plays allowed to go on. Parry's still in front. But here's North Melbourne in the van through Glendinning. Player there held was Cracker. So was Glendinning. Plays allowed to go on. Free kicks galore there. And Fitzroy fans not too happy. Morgan to restart play. Here goes North through Tanner. Strong play by Parrish to Hanson. Breaks the tackle well, Hanson, and goes goalward. Dench is there with Coleman. Here goes Coleman to kick his second goal for the quarter.
Free kick to Dench. Gee, I think he was a little bit lucky. There was a bit of contact, but that was an awkwardly wobbling ball in the air. And certainly no intent about what Coleman did. Just an accidental collision. Very lucky free. Dempsey. Roved well by Abernathy. Now Jimmy Cracker. Little man gives it to the big man. Hanson's a good fighter on the ground. Well done, Serafini. Parrish giving it towards Francis, who fumbled. Laurie couldn't quite take the ball with him. Spun out of trouble. Well tackled. That's really desperate. McCann, Jimmy Cracker, Phil Cracker. Long. Straight. Phil Cracker's second goal for the quarter, bringing the crowd to its feet. And now North kicking away to a 9-point lead.
as we wait on this boundary throw-in. North Melbourne holding on to that slender 7-point lead at the 9-minute mark. This time it's good against Hansen, one out by Hansen, but North Melbourne players are there through Dean Dugdale, across to Abernathy. Not a good-looking kick by Abernathy. Fitzroy there should have taken the ball with Smith. Good play by Atkins, and here goes Wayne Schimmelbusch. North Melbourne looking dangerous. Schimmelbusch with pace has put it through. A great effort by Wayne Schimmelbusch. That's his second goal. He was moved from the wing to the forward pocket.
10 minutes gone. Good knock by Dempsey. Atkins. How will it bounce? Over Blight's head. It has not bounced for him all day. Oh, O'Neill, a bad mistake. Clever play, Schimmelbusch. How did he get that out? But he's got it to Atkins, to Blight. Another open goal. No! Nothing has gone right for Blight today. He seems to have that amazing capacity to do magical things, or else, well, when he's bad, he's horrid.
Cox for Fitzroy. Not a good kick by Cox. Greg should mark and does. On the attacking side of centre. Serviceable game today from Keith Greg. North Melbourne players leading, but Greg will go long in the direction of Blight. Over the back was Serafini and knocks it through for another behind to North Melbourne. So North Melbourne 16-11-107, leading Fitzroy 13-14-92 at the 11-minute mark.
Taylor this time to put it back into play for Fitzroy. They've made a lot of mistakes in the last few minutes. Dempsey's up there with the fist. Parrish. No one to give it to. Good smother by Good. And then he gets a free kick for a push in the back. Gives it to Jimmy Cracker. Up to Blight. He's got to grab this one. He's only about 12 metres out on an angle. He's kicked just one goal today. He's kicked it, his second. And now North Melbourne getting away with this game, leading by 21 points.
Ball back at centre field with umpire Morrow. One out by Dempsey again. He's good trying to break clear. Serafini is there for Fitzroy, gets the ball out cleverly. Fitzroy back into attack. Where it's a point leading in the race for the ball. It will pick up now with the left foot kick. It looks pretty good. Hit the post. Bad luck to Fitzroy as they go on to 13-15 now, 93, trailing North Melbourne 17-11-113.
12.5 minutes gone. Dench to Glendinning. Wilson late on the scene. Good kick, Glendinning to Jimmy Cracker. What a beautiful pass. 50 metres and straight to him. Gives it to his brother. And Phil with pace has been caught. Now which way? Holding the ball. Coates takes the free kick to Quinlan. Has kicked 5 goals. Up to half forward to McMahon. Almost a north mark to Law. Now Law's got it. To open space out on centre wing. 2 Fitzroy players under it. Bad miss by Conlon, but now he can break away. There's no one within a bull's roar. Long. Wilson's up there. Couple to beat. And no rovers for Fitzroy as Smith comes away with the ball. Coleman giving chase, but Smith with 10 metres still up his sleeve. Great run, Doug Smith. Beyond centre wing, putting North into attack from the last line of defence. Jimmy Cracker and Phil to Dugdale. To Blight. Couldn't grab it. Good. Oh, what did he do with it? Looked like a throw. Now Jimmy Cracker. Another one. A goal. And North running riot now in the final turn.
The Crackers did it again, 7 goals between them. It was close for 3 quarters, with North leading by 7, 6 and 9 at the first 3 changes, but then they kicked 11 goals to 2 in the last quarter to run out comfortable winners by 64 points. For the winners, Hodgman kicked 6 goals, Phil Cracker kicked 5, Schimmelbusch 3, and 2 apiece to McCann, Spencer, Blight and Jimmy Cracker. And for Fitzroy, Quinlan kicked 5, Wilson and Poynton each kicked 2 goals.
can't reach it, McCoo, but nice ball by Byrne, actually. Lucky bounce to McCormack, out to Byrne. Byrne a long hand pass to Barham, and Barham's bolting downfield. Short passes brilliantly to Taylor. Taylor will shoot for goal, and that was simply magnificent. Started by Byrne.
Kick by Picken. Banks. That's the sort of form Collingwood fans want from him. Hasn't really, with injury, been able to display it for a couple of years. Davis in front of Doull and out marking him, but he's had to come a long way from goal to do it. Spiral torpedo. Teasdale in front of Perovic. Teasdale! Oh!
Nicely picked up by Lovett to Byrne. Byrne's on half-back flank. Good long kick. Atkin and Bortolotto and Big Wow. Klomp has got the chance and playing badly is Klomp. Straight through his legs. Banks has got it. Klomp thunders into him. Barham back to Banks. Brilliant football. Banks then boots it across in the Teasdale-Perovic direction. Teasdale, a strength mark.
Here's another short one, but a quick one. Evans across to Browning, who kicked a magnificent goal early. Coming up for his second. Oh, Browning, you're just too good.
Chance now for Elphingston to put the Saints back into attack. Dennis Carroll coming at him, but the kick's there. Linky! Oh! Good mark. And should have marked, but didn't. Beecroft backing up well. Kicks long to centre-half forward. Wayne Carroll having a bit of a pushing and shoving match. Feeding off the pack is Wright, who has a shot for goal, and he's put it through. 25 is Barry Round, 31 Saru. Using the bodies, the big fellows. Oh, nicely done, Saru, but once again, where are the Rovers? Dennis Carroll. Oh, nice mark to Shane Morwood. Hand pass on to Allender. Allender runs the full distance, tried to steer the ball to Wayne Carroll. It's over his head and through for a goal.
Good play there by Odgers to Mildenhall again. St Kilda's handball has been good. Sometimes it's a bit ragged, but Duperuzel shot's good.
Ball off the hands of the defence. Comes down to Fashini. He's grabbed. Allender the chance. He can give it across to Tony Morwood, who's been very quiet today. Kicks in short. Oh, nearly the chance there for Armstrong. Coming through is Fashini. Snaps for goal and has put it through.
Knock on by Shimmer, but Gotch backs up. Gives the chance to Poynton. He's got about 10 metres up his sleeve. Very difficult angle. Oh, it's a good try. Is it there? Oh! Good long kick by O'Neill. Serafini, much too much height for Atkins, but well roved by Abernathy, who has a shot. Oh, it's a good kick. O'Neill, well done. Good mark.
Hodgman is there. So is Bridus. Here's North Melbourne looking dangerous through Abernathy. One bounce. He'll have another bounce. And he's on half forward. And he'll go short looking for good. And finding that player was great play.
Fitzroy in the van. Laurie, beautifully shepherded by Neville Taylor. Lovely stuff. Laurie to Quinlan. Over the top. Oh, that was well done. Radar controlled to Hanson. On to Serafini. Now McMahon. This is more like it from the Roys. Long. And it's there. Great stuff, Fitzroy.
Laurie picks up now. Onto his teammate in Hanson. Further afield to Conlon, who's played an excellent second half. Breaks clear of the Abernathy tackle and goes goal with Mick Conlon. And Fitzroy at last has put through a goal.
Well, now to the mark of the day, and it happened at Moorabbin, and it was taken by South Melbourne's Wayne Carroll, a real juggler.
Council's marked. Gets the call quickly from Brett Scott. He's been starring in this match so far. The long kick to full forward. Rhys Jones drops back. Well, Wayne Carroll's marked it. Is it allowed? It is. Good mark in the circumstances. Really been surrounded by some aggressive St Kilda defenders.
An unusual one, completing the mark flat on his back. And now to the play of the day, and you saw it a short time ago at Victoria Park. And the Collingwood supporters must be really pleased to see Dennis Banks back in form, having missed so many games in the last couple of years through injury. But he did some things today out at Victoria Park that were really good, including setting up a goal for Graham Teasdale. Play of the day, Dennis Banks.
Nicely picked up by Lovett to Byrne. Byrne's on half-back flank. Good long kick. Atkin and Bortolotto and Big Wow. Klomp has got the chance and playing badly is Klomp. Straight through his legs. Banks has got it. Klomp thunders into him. Barham back to Banks. Brilliant football. Banks then boots it across in the Teesdale-Perovic direction. Teesdale, a strength mark.
Banks features twice in the movement and showing good skills. Firstly, soccering the ball off the ground, picking up on the run, paddling the ball out in front of him when he was under pressure from Klomp. He ran outside the boundary line, got the hand pass back from Ricky Barham, and then a perfect drop punt and the mark upfield to Graham Teesdale. We leave you, as usual, with the goal of the day, and it was a brilliant effort by Carlton's Peter McConville, who beat two players and then kicked from a long way out.
And Wayne Johnston coming up for his 14th kick, and he's had a lot of those in this quarter. 6 in the third quarter in the opening 20 minutes.
He's been the spark that set them alight. Downfield, McConville. Fitzpatrick's been the other one who's done well. Oh, he's dragged down by Dacos on the ball. In Ms. McConville again. Shoots it back. It's high down. It's going to go through. They cannot miss. A magnificent third term by Carlton.
Some great highlights there from round 3 of 1982. Part of a golden era of football. Thanks again for your company for this edition of From the Fox Footy Vault. So join us again next time for another trip down memory lane, right here on Fox Footy.
Can he recover at ground level? Oh, big crunch. Laid on him by the Winston turns. He's right on 50 on the boundary.